Today's Wednesday, November 23rd, 2016. You're tuned into the Elevator Radio Show. Hey, everybody, happy Thanksgiving to you all. Have a short show for you today, so stay tuned. Here it comes.
You're tuned in to the Elevator Radio Show, a weekly program dedicated to covering news and information on elevators, escalators, and moving walkways. Produced in the wee hours of the morning, a new show is uploaded every Wednesday, sometimes even before you get out of bed. Listen to some of the comments sent in from our audience.
Rob from New York writes, Tom, are you f***ing insane? You actually get up at 2 a.m. each Wednesday to put this show out? Man, you must love elevators. Tim from Illinois writes, I'm not sure why I listened, but ever since I tuned into the first show back in 2007, I've been addicted. Matt in Texas writes, I like your safety messages, Tom. It's important to remember them each and every day. And he also adds,
when am I going to win the monthly prize pack giveaway?
Ron from California sent this in. Despite your inability to pronounce words in the English language, I tune in each week and am glad that you offer this service to the industry. It's better than Google News alerts. Sarah from Washington writes, love the show, Tom, and look forward to it each week. I'm glad I signed up for the newsletter. You provide a valuable resource for the industry, not only for North America, but worldwide.
Enjoy the show. And now, here's your sleep-deprived host, Tom Seibert.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yes. Gobble, 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 gobble. It is great to be here this Wednesday morning. Welcome to the Elevator Radio Show podcast, where we bring you as much information and news as we possibly can that we've scoured the internet online for and bring it to you in one nice little package so you don't have to keep checking your Google News alert stuff. You know, it's a pain in the butt. How many more emails do you need, right? Right. Anyway, it's great to be here. It is the day before my favorite holiday, Thanksgiving, for a variety of reasons. The number one reason is that there's no commercial tie to it other than the fact you've got to buy a turkey. You don't really have to buy a turkey, but that is the commercial push. It is a food holiday. It is a family holiday. It is a holiday that I usually get a chance to go up to Wisconsin, which I'm doing tomorrow. I cannot wait. As a little boy, one of my fondest memories was leaving the day, like today, the day before Thanksgiving, and driving up to the north woods of Wisconsin to spend time with my grandma and obviously my parents and my brother. I just had a great time, and I would just think about that trip like all as soon as school started in the fall, you know, or in the end of summer, and it'd be like I could not wait. So usually it entailed me getting out of school early. It was just awesome. So I'm doing that. Actually, my entire family's up there right now. I had to stay back with Quinn, who's a freshman. He's wrestling, and so he had a couple meets. He's got one tonight. So we'll leave at the crack of dawn tomorrow morning, about 2 o'clock in the morning, and then be up there tomorrow morning and spend a couple of days, and then be back on Monday. So looking forward to that. I was actually yeah, it should be nice. Should be a lot of fun. They're supposed to get a little bit of snow up there, and again, looking forward to spending time with family. It's the best holiday for me ever, and it just, you know, with commercialization of Christmas and the end of the year stuff, it's just enough to drive me absolutely nuts, and I cannot wait to get all of those holidays over after Thanksgiving. So anyway, hopefully nobody's stressed out there. Thank you. I am especially thankful to those of you who sent me emails letting me know that I was appreciated, you enjoy the show, and I really appreciate that. Last week I did, go off on a rant regarding the information that was, just kind of gets posted online, and I kind of, felt that it's just kind of the same old, and just wanting to add more to, more value to the program. Considering I make zero money doing it, and I have no commercial or tie-in and trying to benefit monetarily from it. But that's really all I'm at right now, where I'm at right now, and I'm not looking to hang it up by any means. In worst case scenario, we keep doing what we're doing, but hopefully we can get some more programs that will you find value in and you want to listen to. So it's hard to believe that we're coming up on our 11th anniversary. And just a side note, those of you joining us for the first time or recent listeners, this is show number 448. This was started back in 2005. First show was December 15th or 14th, and I have that linked up in the show notes. I actually started listening to the beginning of it, and I sound pretty good. I feel like I should be in radio, right? Yeah. There's no money in that, but I'm just I was surprised that, like, for my first show that I actually sounded a little slow. but kind of went off on different kind of rants and whatnot. But it was still interesting to say the least. So I have that linked up in the show if you want to listen to that just for giggles. But yeah, we've come a long way. And back in the day, the reason for the program was that at the time I was traveling a lot, and there was so many, industry associations throughout the country that I felt like, the news and wasn't getting. The United States is so big as well that the news wasn't like getting shared quick enough, and it was no fault of any of our publications out there or any fault of the industries or the associations, respective. It was just the reality was this sharing information was not that easy. Even Google News Alerts, which was in beta testing in 2003, came out in 2006, but truly didn't have the impact that it does today, as it did back then. Okay, so Google News Alerts literally did not start catching on until, I want to say, 2013, 14 maybe, where it put out of business a variety of companies and software developers that mainly did the same thing. They just didn't do it as well. So things have changed. Back in the day, you couldn't get all these news alerts. I had to subscribe to a service that would give those to me, and I didn't pay for that, but it was still had to check it, had to check all the websites, and it was all through real simple syndication or RSS. So, which unfortunately really never caught on because it's developed by geeks and not understood by anybody else. But yeah, no, it's been a great ride. I'm not going anywhere, and I am thankful to all of you who listen to the program, who literally catch me either at the bar during the trade show or at my booth or whatever, and just say, hey, nice, thanks for doing the show or whatever. And I realize not everybody listens, not everybody has the time to listen to it, and that's okay. People say, I haven't listened to your show in a while. I was like, neither have I. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing this for commercial value, and just trying to bring a benefit to all of you out there. But I know a lot of you out there have been part of the Elevator Radio Show podcast family for so long. I am grateful for that. Some of you from the beginning. So thank you so much. I'm thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for this industry. I'm thankful for my family that's in this industry, and you all are my family. So I wouldn't trade it for the world. And as my kids, who are teenagers, tell me they'll never be in the industry or the family business, mark my words, there will be a day that it may look a little more appealing to them. So only time will tell. So before I forget, happy Thanksgiving. Next week will be a prize pack giveaway. And if you're traveling, travel safe. And that's about it. So we'll get right into the news next and have you out of here in no time. And again, still having problems with my damn cameras. I swear to you. It's all these Microsoft updates, and I run these high-definition little Microsoft cameras, which in the past have worked out truly great. Unfortunately, as Microsoft starts ramping up their patches and their security fixes and all that, they don't work. So one works, and I've been fighting it for the last, feels like the last 3 months, and I just can't get it all set. If I could do this in a way that wouldn't mess everything up, I would get a new computer. If I knew what the magic sauce or secret sauce was, I'd get it taken care of. So anyway, up next, we'll get into the news.
Let this week's news stories give you a lift on what's happening in the vertical transportation arena. Each news segment is organically dug and fresh with news stories of the week. Got lift? If not, stay tuned.
So as the photo in the blog post states, what are you thankful for? Please take a moment to think about what you're thankful for, because at the end of the day, no matter how bad you might have it, your life might be a fairy tale or ideal for many people out there. So remember that. So so think about what you're thankful for, and make sure you take time on Thursday tomorrow to do so. Okay, first news article of the program: man killed in accident has been ID'd. This is the Toronto accident we talked about during last week's program. CBC News Toronto talking about man killed in elevator was ID'd. He was a worker at the hotel under the food and beverage. They're still investigating what might have caused his fatality, and we'll share more as we learn it. Definitely a tragedy, and obviously our hearts, our prayers go out to his wife and his family. Okay, if you didn't know this already, I didn't realize that Live Elevator Cam gives C-SPAN a lift. How many of you out there have watched C-SPAN? And this is the live elevator feed that's at the Trump Tower. But yeah, if you haven't watched C-SPAN, I actually find it interesting. Even more interesting do I find is the Canadian government. If you've ever seen how the Canadians in their parliament kind of discuss things and argue things, I think it's intriguing. So, and also C-SPAN, if you ever turn it on, it's in the upper channels or whatever. Man, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see senators like talking at night. I'm like, my gosh. I mean, like 11 o'clock at night, because that's the time that they have to speak on something. But I'm like thinking to myself, who in the world like listens to this or watches it once somebody's actually posted it or has a time, you know? Maybe the senators do, but it's just, it's crazy. It's mind-boggling. So, yeah, I don't. You think there'd be an easier way, but there's not. But yeah, C-SPAN, I like the channel. I actually do. It's very organic, I guess I should say, but still interesting. Okay, students get stalled in elevator. This is coming from KOAT. This is a
premium quality, energy efficient window.
So sorry about that. You know what? I've got a gripe I want to just share, get it off my chest right now. YouTube. You know, we've been uploading the video portion of the vlogcast or podcast for the last however many years that we've been doing it. Well, we switched over from Blip TV over and pushed all of our content over on YouTube. Really, for no reason other just to have another outlet. I didn't realize yesterday checking that there are like 5 or 6 videos that have been flagged because of copyright protection because I show their website in my podcast. So to understand the software that's out there that's able to recognize a CBS logo or some other kind of logo, whether it's a beer advertising thing, is unbelievable to me. And what kills me is that they see that as a copyright violation when, in fact, I'm just sharing news, but I understand where they're coming from. There's no commercial. I'm not making any money off of this, but it pisses me off that they're flagged because of those two things. And literally, you know, if I were an advertiser, if I was Michelob or whatever beer company was mad or flagged it, I'd be pissed because free advertising or advertising like this anywhere is good. It's just unbelievable. So that's my rant on YouTube. YouTube, you suck. And if it continues like this, I might just go back to the audio podcast because literally I'm not going to put up with having to deal with, videos that I produce, having them get flagged by stupid ass algorithms that will literally, block it for whatever reason. So anyway, okay, I'm done with my rant. I was just shocked. I'm like, really? Come on. Give me a break. Anyway, the article that I was going to talk about that could blur the audio into your ear was a group of students got stuck in an elevator. What was more concerning is you watch the video, a firefighter is actually, or somebody states that she heard from the firefighter that one of the cables snapped. I don't know if that's true or not. Hopefully it's not. But the students were actually rescued from the lift using one of the lifts that was right next to it. So glad everything's okay. Unfortunately, the article is touted as this is the highlight of their trip, which I would say is not true. Shouldn't be true anyway, but glad they're okay. Okay, next news article, Hub to offer program for elevator contractors. I don't know how many other contractors are out there. Insurance companies that handle insurance for elevator companies, whether you're an inspector or whatever. I just wish that as a manufacturer, we could get out of that category because it is a fortune. If you can imagine what it costs for the elevator companies to have insurance, it's a ton of money. I mean, it's a ton of money. And unfortunately, because we are tied to that industry, we are in that bowl of just goo of litigation, and it's just like, oh my gosh, just reclassify us as an electrical supplier. But that doesn't happen. Nope, doesn't happen at all. Nope. So contractors out there that have insurance, that need insurance, I feel for you. Anyway, I don't know what this program is about. It's a press release through theinsurancejournal.com or whatever. Okay, high-rise elevator failure could have been prevented. This is an interesting one. If you reside in an area that could be plagued or hit with a hurricane, this is important, okay? So an ex-employee was let go at a high-rise, what do you call it? I cannot think of the word. Housing authority kind of thing? No! Oh my gosh. I got to find an ad blocker on this stuff. This stuff drives me nuts. Anyway, the long and short of it is that apparently because they did not require that residents mandatorily evacuate, they had to keep the elevators running, which then were damaged when hurricanes basically swept through and water damaged printed circuit boards, et cetera, et cetera. So they're trying to look for somebody to hang for that, and they fired somebody over it who blew the whistle apparently or shared information. And the reality is, there is protocol for elevators to go into kind of a hurricane mode or stay parked at an upper landing. And the reality is that I think probably everybody shares a bit of the blame here. But when you have tenants that cannot leave or have no place to go, literally it becomes it's a litigation issue. But unfortunately, the elevator is definitely damaged and needs repair. So, okay, plans exist for virtually invisible elevator. This is from the Kent Live News website, and this is they want to build a glass elevator to link Dover Castle and the town center. I don't know where this is at, probably maybe in the UK or something like that, but be kind of cool. Just make sure that you use some equipment that's going to last in that kind of marine environment because, man, salt water will eat everything up, or even in the air. I am an expert on that. It's unbelievable what it will do. Okay, no surprise here. Elevator builders go cheaper in China. I don't. This is kind of highlighting or talking about Hitachi and Mitsubishi Electric moving factories or having stuff made in China. Yeah, no surprise here. They've been doing this for a long time, and so have pretty much most of the other elevator companies as well. So I think there'll ever be a day when labor prices increase to where it's cheaper to do stuff here. You think? What do you think? I doubt it. So we'll see. Anyway, no news there. Okay, next article. I got a question here. If anybody could answer it, are all the mechanics on strike in Los Angeles or in California? Because this one we talked about at last week's program. People's World, skilled trades workers hit streets for fair wages at UCLA. Don't really say what they're looking for, but they are noting that their prevailing wage rate is $10 less than what I guess others are making. I'm not quite sure, but I'm just not sure how part of the mechanics can go on strike if they don't all go on strike. So that's what I don't know how that works. So anybody have information on that? I did put a post up on the Facebook page, see what we find out. I'll find out next week. But yeah, you think if it was a big strike, we'd hear about it, Okay, Elevator Industry Group of Southern California has their annual luncheon scheduled. It's save the date, Wednesday, December 13th. It was changed to the second Tuesday of the month. It's going to be held at Tex French Restaurant, and I've been lucky enough to be there 2 or 3 times. So everybody have a great time. There will be a raffle. Bring your door prizes and celebrate with your industry friends and family to do that. It's amazing how many hits this website has seen. This is the Elevator Industry Group of California. It's got 35,874 hits, which I think is a lot. Quite a significant number. So yeah, enjoy that. Next article, I think we're getting towards the bend. Okay, in the Chicago Elevator Association holiday party is December 7th. So it's in, I think, 2 weeks. I thought it was next week, but it's not. So remember that members of the Chicago Elevator Association, you get one person free, and anybody after that is an additional amount of money. You can use the RSVP form to attend. It should be a nice time. Hopefully we don't have snow by then. So and then the other schedule of events is further down in the link. Hey, next article is actually a video. It's a B-52 Memorial Project video that I posted. It's on the Elevator Radio Show YouTube page, but I just want to just share that with you in case you're wondering what the heck this is, because I know a lot of you do watch the program. This is a program that I had been involved with for the last 11 months, since like January when my kids and I, we bought an old Willys Jeep from 1950, and we ended up working on it and fixing it up. And as we kind of got through trying to think about where we're going to go with it, like what kind of adventures and what kind of adventures and stuff, it was, one of the things that came up was going to find this plane that had crashed in 1966 by where my parents have a summer cottage. So as a kid, I kind of always knew about it. I just never knew where it was at, really. I know area residents knew where it was at, but after some digging, after some research, we did locate that. And as we got to thinking, we're like, hey, let's go up there and let's do something special. And little did we know it was the 50th anniversary of the crash, where a group of 9 or a crewman of 9 died and perished when their plane went too low and hit the ground. And so this video is just a brief recap of us making the memorial for the crew and also placing it. So yeah, it was very emotional. It was a very tough project to work on, as work with many or listen to many people who were involved with that, family members, and remembering that day and the day after, pilots that were at the base. So I just wanted to share it. You don't have to watch it, but I was extremely proud to be part of it, and honestly glad that it's over. It's been a long road, and one that I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to participate in. So just in case you're wondering what that video is on the YouTube page, that's what it is. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with that I hope you enjoy is going to be one of my favorite actors, Adam Sandler. That's not it. I'm so sorry. That is not what I'm going to leave you with, but that's a pre-roll ad, and I'm going to leave you with this. Again, everybody have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll be back next Wednesday. Travel safe. Try not to go crazy.
They want to hear the Thanksgiving song. All right. This is a Thanksgiving song. I hope you enjoy it. Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey. Oh, I love you. Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat. So good. That clapping's messing my head up, man. I appreciate it, but I was trying to think of the next line. I'm like, all I hear is clapping. Here we go. Thanks anyways. Turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey in my big brown shoe. Love to eat the turkey at the table. I once saw a movie with Betty Grable. Eat that turkey all night long. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Turkey lurkey do and turkey lurkey dap. I eat that turkey, then I take a nap. Thanksgiving is a special night. Jimmy Walker used to say dynamite. That's right. Turkey with gravy and cranberry. Can't believe the Mets traded Darryl Strawberry. Turkey for you and turkey for me. Can't believe Tyson gave that girl BD. Oh, white meat, dark meat, you just can't lose. I fell off my moped and I got a bruise. Turkey in the oven and the buns in the toaster. I'll never take down my Cheryl Teagues poster. Wrap the turkey up in aluminum foil. My brother likes to masturbate with baby oil. Turkey and sweet potato pie. Sammy Davis Jr. only had one eye. Oh, turkey for the girls and turkey for the boys. My favorite kind of pants are corduroys. Gobble, gobble, goo, and gobble, gobble, giggle. I wish turkey only cost a nickel. Oh, I love turkey on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.